I'm so tired of this motherfucker, bro. It just seems like, bro, listen, bro. I've been hustling all day, every day, bro. Barely making a motherfucking dollar doing this, bro. Man, every day, spend $50 on my motherfucking dollar yesterday, and I ain't had it because I want to squash the beef with my baby, man. And look, bro. A fucking nail, bro, because it been raining. I don't know what the out my whole time. At first, it wasn't nothing but the motherfucking nail. That's all I had to do is get the nail out. But trying to make it to the fucking tire shop because I ain't got nobody to jack me up. And I ate the whole tire up. 50 motherfucking more motherfucking dollars, bro. I ain't even been to sleep, bro. I woke up yesterday morning, bro, and I don't even know, bro. I just know it's been over 24 hours, bro. It's right back. That money gone right again.
I'm so sick of hearing how amazing this economy is doing when it's just not. I lost my job last year. I've been looking for a new job since then. Still have yet to find anything. My husband, guess what happened today? He got laid off. Great. Nothing says thriving economy like two working professionals with degrees that both just lost their jobs within the past year. We're not alone. There was 21.2 million layoffs last year. This is layoffs, not including people that were fired, not including people that quit, just layoffs. 21.2 million last year. That is a record high since the pandemic, where restaurants and businesses had to lay everyone off because they were closing. Just in January of this year alone, there were 100,000 layoffs. That is a record high for monthly layoffs since the 2009 recession. We have millions of Americans losing their jobs. Meanwhile, the companies are reporting record-breaking profits. How the hell does that work? They want to talk about the economy's thriving. Meanwhile, gas is on the rise. Food's on the rise. Everything is on the rise. Fucking ground beef was $6.99 a pound at the grocery store. Ground beef. It was $3.99 a few years ago. On average, families saw a 15% increase in their grocery store bills last year. What? And thanks to these fucking data centers, Virginians get to watch their electric bill double this year. The economy is doing so well. Okay, then explain to me how my household has two professionals with college degrees that are currently unemployed and can't find jobs. Explain that to me. And before anyone says anything smart, my job is not a face-fronting job. People do not see my face. My hair does not matter. So now my husband and I have to decide what we need to cut when we've already cut so much because we need to grow basically to our emergency fund. But I am so incredibly sick of hearing how amazing the economy is doing when I look around my community and everything points to the exact opposite. We are struggling. People are struggling to pay their bills. People are trying to decide if they need to turn off the heat or pay for food. It should be an embarrassment that they're claiming that the economy is thriving. Meanwhile, 21.2 million Americans just lost their job last year and we're projected to have way more this year.
A job interview is the only scenario that I have to explain to you why I'm there. If I go out to a restaurant, the waiter doesn't ask me why am I here. They know that I'm there to eat the food that they're offering. If I go to a clothing store, the retail worker doesn't ask me why I'm there. They know that I'm there to buy the product that they're selling. If I walk into a coffee shop, the barista isn't asking me why I'm there. They know that I'm probably tired and need to pick me up. So why am I providing this bullshit information that you already know the answer to? I'm interviewing with you because you posted a job and I need one of those in order to support this stupid system that we've designed for ourselves. And this transaction is nothing more than that. I've never heard of your company. I don't care about your company. I've never dreamed of doing any of the tasks that are associated with this role. And my career goals are not to starve to death. Imagine if you had to lie yourself through life the way that you do with job interviews. Imagine if you went out to a restaurant and you weren't allowed to be served the food until you convinced the waiter that this is the best restaurant in the entire world and you've always dreamed of eating here. It sounds pretty stupid, doesn't it? There's a plethora of restaurants that I could have chosen, and this is the one that I picked because you have food available and I'm hungry. The same thing applies to your job. Let's stop with the game, all right?
Slave away, and you still don't have nothing. Think about that. You got to slave away, grind, work from sun up to sundown, and you still don't have nothing. You still one step away from being up under that bridge, feeling that cold winter breeze. Oh yeah. And you know, when you think about it all, it just goes to show you how unfair everything is. This thing called life It's only good for certain people. It's only beautiful for certain people. And if you keep that in mind, you won't be so upset or so angry when you understand that life is not beautiful for most people. Most people, they gotta work every day. They gotta grind.
There is nothing else to cut. There's nothing left for me to cut. I have cut so much out of my life just to make it. When I say everything is high, gas price is high, I'm filling up my tank every 3 to 4 business days. 3 to 4 business days. Everything is high. Food high. Light bills high. Gas bill high. Gas prices high. Rent is high. The sky is high. I am tired. I made the most money I've ever made in my life. It may not be much to a lot of people, but to me, it's a lot. I could potentially make up, not to put my financial business out there, potentially take home $2,400, depending on how I work. My thing is, I never see the money. I never see it. Where is it? Where did it go? It disappeared. It's in my account and poof, out. Gone. 2 seconds. Out of there. Gone. Like, just gone. I'm not understanding what is going on with this economy. I don't know what's happening, but I am tired of making the cuts. I bring my own lunch to work. I skip meals. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I promise you. I don't know what the fuck to do.
How are y'all doing out there? Like, really, how are y'all doing? Because you notice there's people that are out here, and what they do is they wake up every single day, and then they're like, it's okay, smile, be positive, it'll get better. No. And then they tell us people that are depressed and we are acting appropriately according to what is going on, that we're sick. Let me explain something to you. Waking up every single day with a positive attitude whenever things are completely falling apart, I don't mean that you have a perspective that things are falling apart. I mean, things are literally on fire and you're like, that's delusional. Being depressed and waking up every single day and then knowing that something is bad, wrong, is the appropriate response to all of this. So if I see you and you're just like, hi, I'm going to be like, get away from me, because things are bad everywhere. It's everywhere. It's bad. $100,000 doesn't scratch the surface on anything anymore. That's a huge problem. It doesn't matter anymore. I don't know how else to say this. Everything is on fire. And we need to act like it is on fire. We need to stop being delusional.
I don't think we never gonna see low rent, low gas prices, low food, low anything anymore. I don't even think we're gonna see that no more. Shit is rough out here for real. Like, even if you got a good paying job or a career or whatever, shit still is rough, because you got all these other bills and things you gotta take care of. Shit is high. Like, looking for a place to move in is high. Moving from one place to another is money and it's high, especially if you're doing it by yourself with no help. Shit is high, and I'm about to get up and move to Idaho or something where the rent is cheap at, and the gas might be high, but I know the shit is cheaper than Miami and other places. But this Miami shit, man, it's so fucking high. make you want to cry.
This is a PSA for all of the privileged, rich, wealthy Americans. Hi, my name is Bridget. I'm 32 years old. I work full-time. And my paycheck does not give me enough to even get the bare minimums, okay? I had a savings account and I just had to use about half of it just to get by until my next paycheck. Okay, and the reality of that is once my savings is gone, I don't have a crutch. I don't have any more crutches. And the stress of going grocery shopping, y'all, I'm at Aldi, okay, which is quite literally probably one of the cheaper grocery options. And the way that I have to pinch my pennies just to make sure I have enough food until the next paycheck is quite literally wild. So to all of my single humans out there, you're doing amazing. And you know, we're a one income family. My fur babies don't work. I wish they did. I wish there was an opportunity. But what are we supposed to do? Like, when is enough enough? Because this kind of living is unsustainable. Unsustainable. Meanwhile, y'all are out here driving your Teslas and your Cybertrucks and your G-Wagons. Y'all, I'm in a Chevy Equinox, okay? And I'm starting to think I need to trade it in because I can't afford life anymore. When is enough enough? I would love to know. I would absolutely love to know. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I have a college degree. I am overqualified for my job. I am severely, severely underpaid. What are we supposed to do? What's the answer? Because I think the next step for me, I'm gonna have to look into food stamps, and I bet you my salary is above the threshold. But obviously, I'm $85.26 away from being in the negative. What are we supposed to do? How am I supposed to buy groceries for 2 weeks with $85 only to have 26 cents left in my bank account? When is enough enough?
If we don't receive payment by this date, we're going to send you to collections. Send it, bitch. They not going to get it either. They really not going to get it. I was already thinking about not paying you. Send it to collections. Charge it to the game, baby.
Hey, look. So, I was having a conversation with my maintenance man, right? And we was pretty much talking about, because I asked, I'm like, bro, why is there so many people moving out? And he's like, bro, everybody getting kicked out. I'm like, damn, why? He's like, bro, ain't nobody paying their rent. And it made me think, like, bro, this economy is getting wicked. It's wicked out here. Like, it's spooky. Like, prices is going up. Like, apartments, 1-bedroom apartments, shit, like $1,600-1,700. Especially, like, I'm in a nice area, so, like, apartment, like, $1,600-1,700. I'm like, so it could be tough on people, especially, like, if you working paycheck to paycheck, right, and you got kids and you're not making a decent amount of money, it can be really tough on people. And on top of that, we was talking, and he was saying, like, he knew someone that makes 6 figures, and he still working paycheck to paycheck. So when he said that, I'm like, hold on now. He making 6 figures, and he still working paycheck to paycheck? I'm like, all right, now, it's got to be, like, he got to be living above his means, because ain't no way you telling me he making 6 figures and he living paycheck to paycheck. But then again, like, you never know someone's situation. But I don't know. It's just crazy that you making 6 figures and you working paycheck to paycheck. Y'all let me know. For real.
It is 6:55 a.m. and my shift is about to begin. Last week, my leasing company reached out to me regarding how many times I've been late on my rent, and my apartment was being jeopardized of me losing it. She informed me a couple of days ago that I needed to have my rent in on time to avoid a late fee. If a 3-day notice was issued, it could not expire because I will remain on the eviction list. I've worked so hard to get off the streets. I didn't have a car. I didn't have anything at all that you see that I have now, and I don't have much. I was eating out of the trash cans. But I never made an excuse, and I got up every single day, washing up in these public sinks to start my day and trying to find a place of employment and permanent housing. And I did that. I never put myself in that position, but I had to get myself out of working 80 to 100 hours. I don't even know how I was continuing on. I had so much fire in my soul to just keep going. Everyone had given up on me and didn't care about me and was trying to get my grandson taken. Just was so much. It was so much. So I've been working and just trying to get over this hump. The job loss really put a financial burden on me. My paycheck was $480 this week. Minus the payday loans, I had $172. $164.92 just went to my phone bill because it was just off. I have $14 left to my name until my next payday. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna make it. I just hate living like this. That's all, y'all. I'm proud to say I am covered for this month for rent. We made it.
How are you guys surviving? How are you paying your bills? How are you feeding your families? I do not genuinely understand how I would say, like, average pay for a lot of people, how you guys are making it in this economy. Because let's be real, the majority of people don't make over $25 an hour. I have no idea, especially people in my area in the Central Valley, how are you guys making it? Like, our PG&E is over $1,000. And this is coming from somebody who is in a pretty good place financially. I'm able to spend and buy things that I want, and I don't have to really budget too much. And if I am blown away and I am just like, oh my gosh, like, I have to spend that on groceries, I have to spend that to keep my lights on, I cannot imagine people that make 25% of what I make. How the hell are you guys doing it? Please let me know. I genuinely am just terrified for people because I don't know how long this is sustainable before our homeless population and just families are on the streets, because there's no way that this is going to be sustainable. And it's not going down, it's going up.
This is a sad situation in America, and this is happening everywhere. As you can see, a lot of people are reaching their breaking point. They're tired of just constantly being lied to, working countless hours at the job, 12 plus hours, not getting ahead in life. An American dream is starting to become a nightmare each and every day. And who would have ever thought that we would reach this point? And things supposed to get better, but it's not. It's getting worse day by day. And that's the sad part, because we was all taught that things would change. And as you can see, things is not changing no time soon. America is about to collapse. And that's a sad thing, because what happened to America? And a lot of people are just losing it. And they have every right to lose it, because at the end of the day, they're frustrated. That's why you see a lot of countless videos of crash outs, leashing their feelings out to the world because they're upset. And that's the only way they can release from stress. And I know it's sad, because it's like you got bills everywhere. You got bills over here. You got bills over there. Bills coming out the woodwork that you didn't even know about. And you can't afford it. And then imagine if you got a family and you can't spend time with your family because you always at work. And then you start to realize that you at work and you can never get ahead. And that's the sad part. It's like, it's a lot that's about to happen. And people aren't prepared for what's about to happen. They don't know what's about to happen next. It's about to be a lot of chaos that nobody's prepared for. And that's the sad part, because they're supposed to prepare you for the world. You're supposed to be taught this growing up. But it seems like when you became an adult, you had to learn everything on your own. And that's okay. But you didn't think it was going to be this bad and this difficult. And people are starting to feel like no matter what they do, they just can't get ahead. And it's a sad situation. When do we say enough is enough? Because it seemed like we had enough. Year after year, chaos after chaos. When will it get better? When will it change? It's like we're doomed. The cost of living steady rises. And that's the sad part. It don't get the consumers a break at all. And the consumers make the economy. So it's like they don't care about the consumers. They took control, corporate greed. And people are lashing out, as you can see. This is how they feel. And this is a valid reason. They reached a breaking point. There's so much people can take. They need help, and nobody's trying to give them help. And they're starting to realize that nobody's coming to save them. That's why they're going through it. Gas is too high. Food is too high. Nobody's smiling no more. And that's a sad situation. I don't know if it's ever going to change. And that's my take on this situation. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Share your thoughts. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.